Welcome to Hitman Boxing. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. So Terence Crawford's got a fight coming up against Felix Diaz, and he's going to beat the fuck out that midget. That'll be easy work for him. But we're not going to talk about that fight because, well, I really don't give a fuck about Felix Diaz. And he's going to get his ass beat. And what else can I say about Felix Diaz? Really? He's a tough guy. He's going to come forward. He's going to get his ass beat. All right? That's what's going to happen. He's going to get beat the fuck up. Simple as that. You don't like the way I'm talking? Turn this shit off. Easy. Easy as fuck. All right? Now, let's move forward here. Terence Crawford has been interviewing this guy a lot over the last few days. You know, he's saying that he won't get his credit if he beats the likes of Manny Pacquiao and Vasil Lomachenko, right? And me personally, I give him all the credit in the world if he beats both of those guys. I mean, I get on here and I talk shit about Manny Pacquiao at least once or twice a week. Go back and check out some of the videos. They're pretty funny and very true. But we're going to start off with the man, the myth, the legend, Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao has been ducking Terence Crawford for about a year and a half now. Now, after Manny Pacquiao lost to Floyd Mayweather, who did he fight? He fought Timothy Bradley. He fought Jesse Vargas. And now I believe he signed on to fight Jeff Horn for July 2nd or something like that, right? So, do you see a trend here? You see a fucking trend? Manny Pacquiao fighting bum? Well, I apologize. I sincerely apologize because at least one of those guys isn't a bum. One's half a bum, and the third guy is a fucking bum, an untested bum, okay? So, Timothy Bradley, that was a good win. In fact, I gave Pacquiao all three of those fights. I don't think Timothy Bradley beat Pacquiao the first time they fought. But, you know, Manny Pacquiao is looking to maximize his dollar. He's, 38 years old now. Terence Crawford is someone who's going to move around a lot. He's going to use movement. He's a hard puncher. He has an amazing boxing ability and a high fucking boxing IQ. Manny Pacquiao don't want those problems at 38 years old. Manny Pacquiao don't want to get knocked out again because he got knocked the fuck out by Juan Manuel Marquez. If Juan Manuel Marquez can knock Pacquiao out, I think Terence Crawford can knock this version of Manny Pacquiao out. And that's if he wants to be honest with you. And that's the scary part of Terence Crawford. Because once he figures you out, he'll do whatever the fuck he wants to you. Just like Victor Postal. He could have knocked Victor Postal out. But he played with that motherfucker for 12 rounds. Played with him. And most people were saying that Victor Postal was going to be Terence Crawford's toughest fight yet. But he made this shit look easy, right? It's funny to me. As a matter of fact, it seems like everybody's counting Terence Crawford out. They don't put him on their top pound-for-pound list. Why y'all hating on Terence Crawford? This motherfucker got skills. Right or wrong, though. If you think Manny Pacquiao beats a 29-year-old Terence Crawford, you need to go snort some motherfucking coke. Get your motherfucking mind right or something, man. Because he's not beating Terence Crawford. That's why he's running from him right now. That's why he doesn't want to make the fight. It's obvious. It's fucking obvious. He's afraid. And it's okay, man. I wouldn't fight Terence Crawford either if I was Manny Pacquiao. Shit. You got to pay me too. I think Pacquiao asked for $32 million? He asked for some crazy amount of money from Bob Arum. And he was like, hey, give me this money, I'll fight Terence Crawford. Bob was like, nope, can't do it. Pacquiao was like, nope, fuck you. Going back to the Senate. Going back to do some fucking drugs in the Philippines and fuck some more hoes. You know? That's what Pacquiao do in his spare time. But enough about Manny Pacquiao. Let's move on to another up-and-coming name, Vasil Lomachenko. And I fuck with Vasil Lomachenko. I think he's nice. But it's kind of premature that we're saying he's number one pound for pound when he doesn't even have 10 fights. And he's already got a loss on his record. A loss that he's not too eager to avenge in Orlando Salido. I don't think he wants to fight him again. So, Lomachenko's 2 weight classes under Terence Crawford. Now, what happens when? Oh, you know what? And we'll backtrack a little bit. Yeah, if Terence Crawford beats Pacquiao, everyone's gonna say Pacquiao was over the edge, over the hill, past his prime. Maybe so, but It is what it is. So, Lomachenko, if he comes up and fights Terence Crawford and Terence Crawford beats Lomachenko, everyone's going to say that he's picking on smaller fighters. Because, you know, it kind of does seem like Terence Crawford fights fighters that are much smaller than him. Did you see fucking Felix Diaz? You see how small he is compared to Terence Crawford? He's like a fucking midget, man. He gonna beat the fuck out of Felix Diaz, man. I kind of feel bad for Felix Diaz, dude. This motherfucker got set up. I hope he got paid well for this fight. You know, I hope he got paid well for this fight, because he about to get fucked up, man. His face gonna be looking fucked up after this fight. Now, Vasyl Lomachenko, Terence Crawford. I mean, I would pick Terence Crawford to beat Lomachenko, man. I don't think Lomachenko should be moving up that much in weight, man. I don't think he need to be up at 140. That's not a good look for him. He too small, man. Pause. I think he's shorter than Pacquiao. I'm not sure if his body could sustain all that weight. You know what I'm saying? So if he's smart, he shouldn't move up to 140, man. But Terence Crawford, somebody he don't want to fuck with at 140, man. That might be loss number 2 on his fucking record, if you ask me. But I mean, you know, to be honest with you, I would like to see the fight between those two guys. I'm a fan of Lomachenko. I'm a fan of Terence Crawford. And I'd love to see that shit. But we're not going to get that fight. Because I feel like Terence Crawford needs to move up in weight, man. He needs to move up to 147. You know, a lot of people were saying that shit before, and I'm just like, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit. But now that I think about it, you know, his reasoning for staying at 140 was that he wanted all the belts at 140 and shit, right? Ricky Burns got a belt, and some African motherfucker got another belt. So I don't want to see him fight Ricky Burns again, because he's going to beat his ass. So I say take the high road and move up to 147. There's bigger fights for him up there anyway. You got a potential fight against Danny Garcia. You know, y'all had bad blood before. I mean, Keith Thurman seems to always want to fight fighters that's moving up in weight anyway, right? That's a good fight. Errol Spence, depending upon what happens with him and Kell Brook, that's a hell of a fight too, man. Like, you got more, in my opinion, he has more options at 147. I'm not too sure how tall Terence Crawford is. I'm not too sure. Was he like 5'8"? Is he like 5'9"? Nah, he may not be that tall, but, you know, 147 is really where he should be. You know, I'm cool with him fighting Pacquiao, 140, 147. I'm cool with him fighting Lomachenko at 140. That's cool. But the real fights are at 147 for this dude, man. 140 is looking kind of slim, you know, when it comes down. You know, Adrian Broner. But Adrian Broner's not 140 no more. He's 147. And that motherfucker, he don't got no fights coming up for the foreseeable future because he's fucking shook. He don't want to fight nobody at 147. And stop eating so fucking much then. If you want to fucking start winning fights, dedicate yourself to the craft, man. But I always wanted to see a Terence Crawford and Adrian Broner fight, man. Even though I felt like Terence Crawford would beat the fuck out of Broner, it's still an interesting fight. The build-up would be interesting, too, to see if Broner would be real respectful to Terence Crawford. But, again, like I said, Terence Crawford moving up to 147, I think that's the best move for him, at least in a year and a half, move up to 147, because you're not about to get any big money fights at 140, man. You know, you're 29 years old, you're about to hit 30. You need to start maximizing your motherfucking ends, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to see. Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao. Let's see some of these dudes at 147. Let's see what Terence Crawford got, man. Because it's looking like he's the real deal, because he's got so many fucking tools in his arsenal, man. But as far as Lomachenko and Manny Pacquiao are concerned, Manny Pacquiao get dropped so motherfucking fast, motherfucker's head cracked. And that little ass brain he got in his fucking head is fucking gone. It's shattered. He already got fucking brain damage from getting knocked out on several different occasions. When Terence Crawford fight him, he's gonna have to be put in a fucking wheelchair. You gonna play for the wheelchair next Pacquiao? You like playing basketball? You like shooting basketball? You can play that shit from a fucking wheelchair for the rest of your life. Vasyl Lomachenko, keep your little ass at 130. Don't do it. Don't do it. Terence Crawford gonna beat your ass too. Fuck it. I'm gonna get disrespectful now. I don't get no fuck. I don't get no fuck. Terence Crawford is the man at 140, man. He'll beat anybody at 140. Let Pacquiao come down to 140. Let him go up to 140. It don't fucking matter where Pacquiao fight Terence Crawford at. You motherfuckers can fly on the moon. In 0G, get his ass beat. International Space Station, Pacquiao getting his ass beat. Go down to Koreatown, Manny Pacquiao getting his ass beat. Don't fucking matter. He can't beat Terence Crawford. Easy work. Hitman Boxing, drop a comment. I'm out this bitch, man.